Hey, it's Chris. We're gonna do something a little different today. Number one, we're gonna unbox something. Number two, it's not gonna be an Apple product. Google was nice enough to send over the Pixel 5, the 5G, along with some Pixel Buds and a case, so I'm gonna check all that stuff out. And I gotta tell you, I haven't tried the Pixel Buds yet, so I'm actually really excited about that. Well, in terms of boxes, I mean, this is about as standard as it gets. Whoa, two things. This color is really cool. Let's examine that more in a second, but it looks like somebody punched in the corner of this box here. Now, who out there doesn't like peeling the plastic off of a new phone? What color did I get here? I'm not even sure. In case you're curious about the specs here, this is the 5G millimeter wave, 128 gig, Sorta Sage. That's the color, that's what I was after. And that is a nice color. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta say, like, this is really nice. It's a change. Not sure how this is translating onto the video, but it's almost sort of speckly in this light. It's different, you know, it kind of reminds me of something that you would see at like an REI. It's almost like a hiking color, you know? Like, this could be on the rack at REI next to the burnt orange or the Tivas. Kind of makes me feel like I should go camping right now. And you know, we got the big old camera bump going on, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's kind of the standard fare on the back of a phone right now. Oh, but you know what? That camera bump really doesn't stick out very far. That's cool. That's nice and almost flat. And I'm gonna be really curious to see how the photos compare this year, because you know what everybody's saying. They're saying that the Pixels used to have this crazy lead over people, depending on who you talk to, over other phones in the photo department. But this year with the 5G, it's like not that different. It's pretty close to what you're seeing from Apple, Samsung, etc. I am just gonna say though, whatever this material is, I know there's probably some metal underneath, but whatever this outer material is, it doesn't feel super premium. It just doesn't. That's one thing about the Pixels, is that they don't cost what a flagship sometimes costs. And so this year, Google kind of went backwards in some of the technology. If you want to be unlocking this with your face with this camera right here, that's not gonna happen. And as this actually gets set up, I just have to say, I'm looking forward to trying a couple of different features here. Then they're like small things. They're not big things. They may not really be reasons to buy this over the competition. Nevertheless, I'm still looking forward, as a tech enthusiast, to trying them out, to show you guys. Which tech company out there do you think has the best loading screens? Somebody spent a long time putting this together. You know, it's kind of enjoyable. It's a little movie. All right, as I'm getting this set up, it's time to put my fingerprint in so I can get this thing unlocked, which means this is a good time to talk about this fingerprint reader, the sensor back here, and the placement. All right, so I'm gonna find it. There it is. It's okay. It's a little bit tricky to hit, actually. I'd say the placement of that fingerprint sensor is okay, but you know what? I think I would just prefer, all things being equal, to just unlock with my face. That's what I've gotten used to. Ooh, the age-old question. Save battery with dark or go with the light theme? Well, it's light outside right now, so I'm going with the light theme. Oh, so we're going with this as the default wallpaper this year. Okay, that's interesting. It's a little different. What is there left to do for wallpapers? Like, it's all been done. The beach scenes, the mountain scenes, you know, landscapes in general. And then we moved on to abstract patterns. Everything's been done. What could you come up with? People have black, white, just solid. There's nothing left. All right, there's a few things on here I absolutely have to check out. We're gonna get to the camera. Let's save that for the end, okay? Let's do the voice recorder app first, because every demo I see leaves me like, that's something I wanna try. What's cool about it is that audio transcription, and then in real time, it's showing you what it's picking up. Ooh, and then audio search now. That's new from the last time that I tried this. Easily find words, music, and even sounds, like laughter. I mean, people are probably using this mostly for meetings and stuff, so I don't know why you'd be searching for laughter. Who's laughing in the meeting? Everyone's crying in the meeting. And it works offline. That's very cool. Okay, let's put together a sample script for Daily Tech. Hey, it's Chris, and today we're gonna be checking out this great new product. What is it? I don't know. Maybe it's a phone. Maybe it's some headphones. Maybe it's a tablet or a keyboard. Whatever it is, what I'm really interested in, above all things, is how this transcript is turning out. Is it accurate? Whoa, not a single error, and like all the correct punctuation. Now, as somebody who's using an iPhone basically all the time, I'm blown away at this transcription. This seems like a small thing, but it's not. It got everything 100% right. There's nothing wrong. Now the screen on here looks really nice. It's not the nicest screen in the world, but it's very nice. And I wanna see what it's like just to watch a video with this thin little bezel running all the way around the screen. In fact, if you're watching YouTube, then you get this logo down in the corner. That's the Daily Tech logo. But then over here, it's almost symmetrical, complementary. You got the hole punch over here. And you know, for this kind of content, just watching video, this is much nicer than a notch up here. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is a really nice screen for viewing content. On the other hand, and this is a little bit hard to show on the video, so I'm just gonna tell you, there's a panel speaker here, and it's not the greatest for audio. So some people might not realize this, right? Not everybody is as into technology as other people. For a lot of people, they're just gonna love any phone that you put in their hands, right? But the panel speaker, yeah, it could be improved. It's a little bit, I guess what you would just say, tinny when you're watching video. It's not like it's the end of the world or anything. I'll say, wow, this thing scrolls really nicely. All right, well, let's test out the selfie camera. So I'm just gonna take a portrait shot here. All things being considered, and granted, I have amazing light going on right now, but the portrait shot here turned out really good, like really good, right? That blur's extra nice. It got all the edges just right. On the zoom in here, I'm not finding anything to complain about. This looks really good. All right, here's the deal. I got an iPhone 11 Pro all set up, ready to go right here, and we're gonna just snap a couple of pictures and see how they turn out, and just do a quick and dirty camera comparison and see how things are looking. Subject number 1, Waterloo can. Not a sponsor, but absolutely one of my favorite drinks. All right, let's see what the iPhone's wide camera does first. Next, Pixel. Ooh, I like that leveling line in there. That's nice. I'm gonna have to get these on the computer and compare them later. So insert voiceover number 1 here. Well, what I'm seeing here is the same thing that you might come to expect from this very comparison. Warm versus cool color temperatures. The iPhone's on the left, if you couldn't tell, and it's very warm. The Pixel's on the right, and it's very cool. In terms of details, I think they both captured details really nicely. In terms of personal preference, I'm not gonna make a choice here. I'm just gonna leave it up to you guys because I think it's very subjective. And let me just grab a portrait on the iPhone too to show you guys the difference. All right, the gut reaction here is that I like the focal length, like the millimeter equivalent, a lot better on the Pixel. I'm not gonna talk about the colors because, again, subjective, but I just think it's more flattering the way that the Pixel ends up taking a selfie of you. I think that's pretty clear to see, subject matter notwithstanding. All right, hold on, I'm gonna go in storage closet, take a night shot mode, and come back. And now that I'm back, insert one more voiceover. All right, the thing that stands out to me immediately is that the iPhone being on the left and the Pixel on the right, the iPhone has less noise in the dark areas. You look at the book cover, you look at the equipment over to the right that's real dark, the black, you just see less noise. And now on the Pixel, maybe you're gonna see some extra detail, but I think the iPhone night sight is actually preferable in this one instance, at least. The iPhone has True Tone, and therefore the white looks very different on this phone than it does on the Pixel 5. The white on the Pixel 5 is just gonna punch you in the eye. It is full force. And over here, it's like, no, let's make it a little bit more natural, like what a sheet of paper would look like if it was sitting on the desk here in these lighting conditions. Now, one thing that's very cool sounding about this is that you can dial up, let's say you're a phone company, you're gonna get put on hold forever, and Google Assistant can basically wait on hold for you, tell you when somebody's there to talk to, so you don't have to waste your time. You know, that's something that your iPhone is definitely not gonna be doing for you. Now, photos are one thing. You know by now, photos on a Pixel are gonna be really good, very good. But what about the video? That's one department where the Pixel has really been lacking compared to, especially the iPhone. iPhone's really class leading when it comes to video stuff, but even some of the other phone manufacturers. So what I'm hearing and what I'm about to test is that video stuff has really improved on the Pixel. Well, let's check it out. All right, so I'm just gonna film my watch here and see how that stabilization works, see what the colors look like, see how the lighting is. Oh wow, you can just select a video frame and export it. That's really cool. I wish every phone had that. That's a neat feature. Oh, okay, the stabilization is something that you can apply here with this button after you've actually shot the shot. So what does that tell you? Is it in-body image stabilization? No, it's computational. Let's see what difference that made. actually, I think that was worse because what it did was it stabilized one part, but then the background was rocking around way too much. So that actually didn't work real well for me. So you gotta pick here. Do you want the hand in this shot and the watch to be stable, or do you want the wall to be stable? For me, both look weird. Let me just get like a slow pan here and see how that works. It's kind of an obnoxious sound. You almost get the sense that it's on a gimbal or very stabilized, but then not quite. There's a few jumps and jitters in there. It's so close though to being gimbal-like. I feel like I could actually use this to make some content, shoot a video on here. I mean, that's a change for me because in the past I felt like there's no way that I could use a Pixel to shoot a video that I would be proud of and put it on YouTube. But this is actually looking maybe passable, pretty decent now. Is it better than the iPhone? It's truly honestly not. And people are gonna jump on me and be like, iPhone fanboy, iPhone fanboy. But look, the iPhone is still the king of video, sorry. All right, so can I do a portrait mode shot of something that's not a person? So if you're gonna take a picture of your coffee, maybe, post it on social media, it's definitely not gonna look bad. All right, well that's cool, but let's see what this case is like here. I need a trash can in here. Yeah, this is nice looking. This is very different than what you would see on the iPhone side of things. Nice and soft on the inside, not gonna scratch things up. That's nice. No MagSafe though. You know, the iPhone just came out with MagSafe for charging and for accessories. And so when you put these on, it's not gonna snap into place quite as nicely. But that's a good look there though. Google has done a good job of coming up with their own visual identity for their hardware products. You know, to me, this is a very casual looking case. It's not screaming luxury, and that goes for the Pixel itself. But it's nice though, and you know, the fingerprint reader, that remains very visible. It's a pop of color and still very accessible for unlocking. I mean, this is something you're not gonna mind showing off. That's a really good look. All right, enough of that. I'm really curious about these Pixel Buds. You know, I have the Pro version of the AirPods, and they've been giving me all kinds of trouble. The first pair had some crackling noises, traded them in. The second pair also eventually developed those same crackling noises, had to do with the noise canceling. And so, man, what do you have if you don't have reliability? So I'm really willing to give something else a shot, that's for sure. Oh, that's hefty in the hand. That is heavier than I expected it to be. All right, AirPods have always been kind of a fidget toy. Oh, too. And that's a nice open and close there. You can fidget with that. That's real nice. All right, I am gonna say that's a nice look. I do like the way the case looks more than I thought it would. All right, what's the setup like? I've never set these up before. All right, with the AirPods, I can just bring the two things close and flip it up and it connects. That's not happening right now. So I'm just gonna guess. Oh wait, Pixel Buds, there it is. Connected, Chris's Pixel Buds, perfect. You guys know, I like the white and black look. That's just good. The shape is interesting to me. I guess we'll see what it looks like when they're in. See how intuitive. Initial impressions now that they're in is that it's a super tight fit for me. The pressure, not like in the ear, but in this area around. So they're very secure, but I don't think that they're quite as comfortable just right off the bat as my AirPods. Okay, first things first, I'm definitely hearing the bass. It sounds really smooth. The vocals are clear. They got USB-C down here, wireless charging. Yeah, I might give them a go for a while, see what I think. So where does that leave us with the Pixel 5 in terms of my first impressions? Well, I'll tell you this, I was definitely struck by that 90 Hertz display. That looked really smooth and nice. Everyone's all about the 120 this year. Where is it? The reviewers anyways. Normal people don't care as much, but 90 is very smooth and nice. 5G, does it matter? Well, not at the moment. The long and the short of it is 5G is still a future thing, you know? Everyone wants you to think that 5G is here, fully here now, and it's not. There's little bitty pockets of 5G in some of the big cities, and you're not gonna be using it all the time, even if you're in one of those cities. The camera is great. It's a really nice camera. I like the photos that it took. It's a high quality camera, and the fact that this costs less than a lot of flagships out there and still gives you great photos, that's really something. But the price though, at $700, and you can get the 4A 5G for $200 less, the price is the only thing that's not a no-brainer if you're looking into this phone. Because like the camera hardware is identical to that 4A 5G. I haven't experienced the battery life yet on here but people say it's really good. But also at this point, what phone out there is not gonna get you through an entire day at this point, you know? The speaker thing that I was talking about, that's a real thing. It doesn't sound good. You're gonna see that in a bunch of different reviews. Again, it's hard to convey here. Should you buy it? I don't know, I'm not gonna say because it's not a review. This was just me unboxing it, experiencing it, having a little fun, and I'm just gonna leave that up to you guys. All right, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. You can always hit me up at Daily Tech, spelled Daily Tekk on Instagram and Twitter. You can check out the After Party. That's the podcast. It's out on Fridays. Would love to hang out with you there as well. And I don't know, I think I'm about to go camping. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.